Hello everyone and welcome to
Radiant
a
team
Dota 2 Team
ban.
Clash game. I am Darth Vader. I'll be casting this game for you today. We're going to be seeing Equinox Dota 2 going up against Team Practice 3. We're going to be getting this on a game underway with the ban phase
10 seconds
just
remaining.
to start things up. Now I'd like to see something a little more unorthodox
5
this game.
seconds remaining.
We see a lot of, I guess, common play with things like
Reserve
Batrider
time.
bans or Batrider plays. We see Wisp constantly banned out. And with pub games, it can vary depending on people's play style. But Wisp always interesting, Batrider interesting, but it'd be nice to see something new. And IO gets banned out.
Dire team ban.
I'm going to be expecting maybe a Batrider ban. They could also look to ban out possibly someone like a Bane or someone a little bit more terrifying. I'd like to see someone like a Troll in this game. Troll's been in the metagame for a little while. He was introduced to Captain's Mode I think a patch ago. And I'd like to see him in more games because he's a strong hero. He's a crazy hero as far as attack speed goes. And he synergizes really good with a lot of carries, particularly right click carries. The OD comes out. Fairly standard bans coming out right now. Naga Siren going to be banned by Equinox.
Team pick.
It's a good ban. Naga has evolved into a very capable support as of late. And he got his Knight. However, I did forget about the Lifestealer. Lifestealer picked up for team practice, and that is a strong carry. Personal favorite of mine. He is one of the tankiest heroes, I would say, next to Alchemist. Just able to, because of that life regen through the feast, he can just leech all his life back. And Darkseer is the pickup for Equinox. He's in some strong team fight. And I'm curious how they're going to progress in this draft, because Darkseer is a good pick. They may choose to go down a Darkseer Tidehunter to go for some kind of wombo combo. Maybe pick up a Sand King or someone like a Gyrocopter maybe. Get that big spread AoE. A Weaver is also a possibility, because having a Weaver as your carry there is really nice, but currently they're going to be looking probably to pick up a support, or they may pick up their carry right off the bat here. But just waiting for them to pick their next hero. I'm not really sure if they're going to go split push, because Darkseer is a strong pusher. He's okay at split push with the Iron Shell. He can deal some decent damage. So they might choose to go down maybe a Nature's Prophet route, or maybe a Jakiro route, just for that extra liquid fire on the towers. They may also choose to go maybe a Lone Druid if they want to go continual push. However, I don't know. But they choose to go Rubik. Strong hero. They may choose to pick up some kind of big wombo combo hero after this, because Rubik is a nice steal. However, it's interesting to pick him right off the bat, just because he can see. There's not really a lot of spells right now that Team Practice can have their spells stolen. Nature's Prophet pickup though. Strong split pusher. Will be good against the Darkseer as well as anything that Equinox picks up. They're going to be able to push back their lanes sufficiently. Particularly the initiation with the Lifestealer. That's going to give them a lot of power late game. Picking off these key heroes that will help Equinox in the team fight. Now, I'm not really sure why you would... Going back to the Rubik pick, I'm not really sure why you would pick Rubik so early, because Team Practice, they don't have a lot of heroes that have big, crazy spells yet. I'm wondering if it's just like, hey, we have a Rubik now, watch what you pick. Maybe that's more of a control style pick, so that they don't have to go up against someone like a Tidehunter or just one of these big heroes that they have to worry about getting their spells stolen. And Storm Spirit and Weaver are both banned. Good bans. Storm Spirit, a lot of jump in potential. And will just increase the potential of those ganks with the Lifestealer Infest. And Weaver, strong carry. Lots of escape. And then with the Rubik Darkseer, gives him a lot of power. Timbersaw, though, banned out. Timbersaw is probably one of the most underrated, at least in pub games, most underrated hard laners I've ever seen. Just because of his sheer DPS that he can deal. I mean, the Timber Chain deals massive damage. The Whirling Death deals crazy damage. The reactive armor makes sure he stays alive. And then you have the Chakram just for that extra burst. And Puck is going to be banned out by Equinox. Pretty good ban. Would have synergized decently well as an initiator with Team Practice. And they're really worried about that initiation. However, the Nature's Prophet already is going to be huge, huge team fight potential. Equinox now, they're going to be wanting,
10
I would
seconds
imagine, maybe
remaining.
some slower characters. Maybe some people that need a little bit more setup
5
because
seconds remaining.
they've eliminated those big initiators. However, the one initiator that I'm thinking of is Queen of Pain.
Reserve time.
That was not banned out. And of the heroes, I would say Storm Spirit isn't as scary as the Queen of Pain in some circumstances. Just because the Queen of Pain's DPS is huge and her burst is just unbelievable. Plus, things like her slow goes through the Lifestealer's Rage, I believe. So, having that on the team of Equinox is just going to be excellent.
Queen
And yep,
of
Queen of Pain.
Pain.
I thought so.
Radiant team pick.
That'll be nice on their team instead of on team practice. Just because Equinox now has their own form of initiation, and if it went over to team practice, the co-op would have been ridiculous. Just sheer burst damage. And then combo that up with the Nature's Prophet ultimate, and the Lifestealer's raw TPS is just insane. So now team practice, they're probably going to be looking to pick up their own supports or mid-hero here.
10 seconds remaining.
Equinox is not revealing their hand just yet.
5 seconds
They're going to be
remaining.
waiting until they pick up maybe another support, and then they're going to pick up their carry.
Reserve time.
Or they have something a little up their sleeves that's going to be interesting and different that they want to hold for team practice. For practice, they're just waiting, biding their time, looking for the right hero. But right now, they need a support. They're running low on the supports. And someone like maybe an SD would be nice, a Shadow Demon would be good to set up those big ganks. Or even possibly maybe a Lion. A Disruptor actually would be really nice. The Disruptor ultimate would be able to keep the Queen of Pain in place, as well as keep any other heroes in place that they need to destroy. Shadow Shaman is also a possibility if they want more push, which it looks like they're going down that pushing route. So, but nope, they pick up the Chen. And that's a solid support to be picking up. You got that big global heal. You got a very easy escape for your heroes with the Test of Faith, I believe it is. And you've got that Chen army that can just buff up all your people in Faceless Void. Alright, we got a game now. Faceless Void is picked up by Equinox. And this is that kind of fight that I was talking about, that I want something different and out of the box, because Faceless Void takes the meta and just takes it to a whole new level.
Silencer.
But Silencer, oh,
Dire
even
team
better
pick.
follow-up. That's going to be able to shut down a lot of the heroes on Equinox. And this is shaping up to be going to be a very interesting game. I'm curious who's going to come out on top of this. Because Silencer is going to be able to shut down the Faceless Void and the Co-op, as well as just be able to create
10
great
seconds
initiation for the Nature's Prophet and Lifestealer. Even Lifestealer just charging it on his own.
5 seconds remaining.
It's going to be massive potential. And now last picks for Equinox. I believe they're going to need one more support. And I believe it might be in the form of the Jakiro, just for that extra big stun and lockdown. They may also choose to go a different kind of route. They may want to go... I've not seen an Undying in a team match a long time. An Undying in their lineup would be pretty nice, just for the extra heals. Just to see what they go
Radiant
for.
Team ban.
Undying is definitely a possibility. Abaddon is also a possibility, maybe. He fits in their lineup in the way that the Aphotic Shield is able to take a lot of damage, and the Mist Coil can heal whoever is trying to be bursted down. We'll see what goes
10
on.
seconds,
TA is
10
banned out by
seconds
Equinox.
remaining.
Strong ban. Team practice, I just realized they don't really
5
have a
seconds remaining.
middle yet. Unless Silencer plans to be that mid. Which that's a potential. But Nyx, next ban out by Equinox.
Dire team
Decent,
pick.
good ban, but I'm not really sure Equinox would have needed a Nyx. But, ooh, AA. I have not seen an AA in competitive play.
Dire
Or at least in team play in a long time. But Bane, immediate follow-up pick. Strong support, excellent lockdown, is able to stop people like that Faceless Void with the Fiend Scream. And we'll be able to hold other heroes in place. But we're going to be jumping into this game real quick soon. Let's see how this game progresses. So, it looks like it's going to be a possible tri-lane on Equinox Dota's side, but they don't really have the ability to go aggressive try. Because Ancient Apparition, while he has a good stun, it takes a long time to wind up. However, with the Rubik backing him, it may be a little easier to pull off. But meanwhile, they're probably going to have a hard lane Darkseer with A mid lane, Queen of Pain, and maybe Faceless Void,
10
Rubik, Ancient
seconds
Apparition will
remaining.
take that safe lane in a defensive tri lane. But Team Practice 3, they look like
5
they're going to be doing a
seconds
Silencer mid,
remaining.
Chen jungle, Nature's Prophet hard lane, I would imagine, and then the Bane Lifestealer on the safe lane. But enough of that, let's run over our teams right now. We're going to be having Filthy over on the Silencer. On the Chen, we'll have Hallie.
Prepare for
On the Nature's
battle.
Prophet, we'll have Sylvans. On the Lifestealer, we're having Chifnifi. On the Lifestealer. And then over on the Bane, we'll have Senekos. On the Bane, that completes Team Practice 3. Over on Equinox, we're going to be having Prestige. On Rubik, we are going to be having Undefeated. On Faceless Void, let's see if he's undefeated for this game, we're not sure. Haza, I think that's how you say that, is on Darkseer. And then over to H9, we'll have Heart Grass. And then Queen of Pain will be Alex. So it looks like it might be a dual lane they're going to run it as. It's a potential, I'm not really sure. But while we're waiting for this game to get started, let's check out our
30
announcers.
seconds
Ooh,
to battle.
Gladys announcer. I quite like that. So, it looks like it is going to be that safe lane Bane Lifestealer. And then you're going to have the Darkseer hard lane. And this is going to be, I feel like this is going to be a potentially easy lane for the Darkseer. Just because the Bane is good setup, but the follow-up damage of the Lifestealer I don't feel like is enough. And good luck, have fun,
Let's get
good
this
manner coming out
fight
from
over
these
with.
teams, and let's get this started. In the way of Gladys, let's get this over with. So Invisibility Rune is picked up by the Bane, and that's going to give him some initiation, but there's really not a lot that he can do right now. And it looks like it is going to be that defensive tri-lane, excuse me, with the form of the Ancient Apparition, with the Bane, with the Faceless Void, and the Rubik. And this is going to be a strong safe lane. It's going to be able to hold against the heroes like Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet, he's going to have a really hard time this game. Just because he's not going to be able to do a whole lot as far as last hitting, because if he goes out just a little bit too far, Rubik will telekinesis him up. AA will cold beat him, excuse me, and it'll just all go wrong. And hang on a second, mid lane, Queen of Pain, Alex taking a lot of damage from Filthy. He chose to level that Glaives of Wisdom first, and Alex, wow, he's dropping low. This is very aggressive play coming out from the Silencer. They're giving and taking blows fairly evenly. But the Queen of Pain will back off, give him a little bit more space, and he'll heal up. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Chifney, I'm going to call him that for now. Chifney, he's going to be getting 6 for 5 right now, matching the Faceless Void, so he's keeping pace with the Void quite well, while the pull is going on with the Bane so he can get his levels. But this is just going to be the game right now, just supports pulling and trying to get those big carries up. And these two, they're not having an easy time farming this lane. The Treants are constantly disrupting the pull. And this is great from Treant Protector, from Nature's Prophet, because he's going to be able to get decent last hits against this Faceless Void. However, the fact that he's able to stop the supports from getting easy gold and easy experience is very, very good. And will be able to help him in the long run significantly. He's just going to continue this. He's going to be able to just hold back this push, and he's going to stop the pull camp. If he chooses to hold his treants here,
Double damage.
he's going to be able to stop the hold. Meanwhile, over in mid lane, Alex finds a DD rune. And he's not going to, if he jumps in on the Silencer, he has the potential of doing a lot of damage to him. However, with 2 points last word, excuse me, the 2 points per last word is going to make it very challenging for Alex to really take a solid fight against this Silencer. Just because he's going to be able to silence him up, disarm him, and just hold him out. And there we go, Curse of the Silent comes, Curse of the Silent. The last word. I don't know why I'm flipping on that. But lots of damage being traded though. Wow. 100 HP being dropped. Alex dealing a lot of damage. But they're not gonna, like I said, they're not really gonna be able to take fights to each other. They'd have to commit way too much to be able to do that. But currently, it's very, very safe plays coming out from these players. Making sure they get their last hits. Getting all the farm they need. Just making sure they can get those big items. And Faceless Void, he's at banking 1k right now. I think he could potentially be going that Midas build. It's definitely a possibility. I've seen a couple Voids Midas. The only problem with the Faceless Void, with a Midas on Faceless Void, is that it disrupts and slows down items like a Mask of Madness if you choose to go down that route. It slows down those items like Battle Fury and makes it a little bit harder for you to get those big items sooner. The Faceless Void currently 21 for 5 against 20 for 10 Lifestealer. If they keep pace with this Lifestealer really well, even though one actually kind of beating him,
top tower is being
because
attacked.
this Faceless Void, he's got the Trim Protector in his way. He's getting some free farm, but he's still getting some minimal harass from those Nature's Prophet. Whereas the Lifestealer, he's getting almost no harass really. The melee creep with the Iron Shell is really all that's doing it, and the Nature's Prophet, the Darkseer really can't do a whole lot. He's not able to come in and really, I guess, just disrupt. Hang on a second, top lane.
Radiant's top tower
But diving
is
on
being
the
attacked.
Nature's Prophet, they're gonna just slow him down. They're not gonna be able to kill him, but they will push him back. And now there's some counter initiation. AA taking a decent amount of damage.
Radiant's top tower is under
I
siege.
don't think he's gonna kill him. However, they may get this tower if they're not careful. Just because this creep wave, he's getting denied
Radiant's
up.
top tower is under attack.
And they could potentially do it. 3 tree ants come in just to slow it down, but the next creep wave has arrived, and they should be taking this tower. And it looks like there's going to be no rotations to stop it. Yep, top tower's going to go down, and Faceless Void not able to get that last hit. But now he's banking 1900 gold. He's going to be going for some big item very, very soon. I don't know quite what it is. I would imagine it would be maybe Battle Fury. If he's making this much gold, he may be going Midas. Really not sure. Seriously though, Void, you need to spend your gold. 2k gold. And he's not spent a cent of it. This could be potentially bad. Hang on a second. Bottom lane. Darkseer could be initiated on. Is the Bane? Yep, Nightmare goes off. He's got a Brain Staff, so he's got that big nuke, and Chen comes in with a Satyr and a Nursa. But here we go. Silence. But he was able to get off the Surge, and he's going to get away. Is he? The Surge was able to save him. And now Hallie, he's in a bit of trouble. He takes a lot of aggro from that tower. Plants out an Observer Ward and will push back. Meanwhile, Lifestealer, he's completed his item, his Midas, and the Faceless Void finally buys something. He buys straight up Power Treads. I'm not really sure why he waited to buy those. Just because the Power Treads, I mean, they're strong, and having those extra points of attack speed and everything like that are just really nice. I don't know, maybe if the lane went poorly, he would have switched.
Tower is
But
under attack.
top tower is taken out. That's going to give that Faceless Void some space. However, bot lane's being pressured, and he's going to infest in, just slow down the creep wave, and this creep army should be able to slow him down, especially since Nature's Prophet has TP'd it. And they really can't stop this. They have Glyph? Yeah, they do have Glyph, so they can slow this down if they want to. There's only 2 heroes here, though. They're going to let it go by the looks of it. Yep. Oh,
Dire's bottom tower has
very
fallen.
close Prestige. He almost got a solid deny on that tower. Meanwhile, in towards mid lane, Alex, he's going to be getting some great farm. Hang on a second. Cold feed it up, but he's going to get out of the way. Alex, though, he's got some sounds on him. He's going to go down. One more light kick, one more right click. There it goes. It flies. It kills. First blood goes to Filthy. Slight overextension from Alex, and he pays the price for it. Silencer getting a good amount of gold from that. 7 minutes in, 2 towers on both sides have been lost, and we finally have a kill. Prestige rotated in with grass. Or Gris. I'm assuming it's grass. Alex, TTP's in. He jumps in immediately. Filthy taking a lot of damage. Alex, he has enough for his ultimate. He's going to use it. Cold Feet goes out, and he totally hits. Is he going to get it? One more right click. He gets it, but the tower's going to kill him if he's not careful. Nice Bottle Crow, though. Very good Bottle Crow. Is able to live through that that initiation. Even with the Nature's Prophecy being in, he's able to kill off the Silencer and get out. So quick retribution going for the Queen of Pain, able to get that kill. But meanwhile, Faceless Void being uncontested in farm. Absolutely no one has killed this Void or has tried to stop his farm. However, likewise, Lifestealer, same situation, except the Lifestealer has a Midas. And he's 53 for 21 and 54 for 20 on the Faceless Void. And I feel like the Lifestealer is going to be winning this. Well, let's see what their overall net worth right now. Yep, Lifestealer's winning their net worth. And that's just because of that Midas. The Midas has given him so much extra gold with these creeps. Hang on a second, mid lane. Queen of Pain went down to the Nature's Prophet ultimate. Filthy able to bring him down, finish him off with the
Dire's
Nature's
middle
Prophet.
tower is under siege.
Meanwhile, in the jungle, Darkseer's just getting his levels up. He's got a Soul Ring, he's got a Sentry Ward, and he's going to be looking to start getting up his big items. I think he's going to be going mech, unless AA chooses to go down that route. We'll see as the game progresses. And Smoke up on the Chen, he's going to be looking for some kind of initiation. He's got a Centaur, but he doesn't really have that big initiation in the form of someone like, hey, hang on a second, TP, is he going to get it in time? Is he going to get it in time? Yes! Barely. The Chen nuke takes him down so low. But Chen unable to get that Centaur in position to be able to get that Centaur stop off, slow him down. Alex, however, he's going to be last worded up, and Chen is not going to rotate in. There's a potential there. There's this beautiful little Dire Observer ward that'll be able to see whatever happens. And quick blink from Alex. He's going to find a regeneration rune on top, and that's going to be great for that Queen of Pain. Gives him some good, solid hit points. And he needs to, and they need to gank the Silencer, or they need to push lanes. Unless they're just waiting for this Faceless Void to become big and scary. He is going that Battle Fury build, and he might have it by about 14 minutes at this rate. That could be a potential, but we'll see. He may or may not outfarm the Lifestealer. Meanwhile, Hallie and Senokos is going to be rotating in, and if they find this Darkseer, this could be huge. Now they're not going to find anything. But there is a Dire Observer ward that sees them. They know they're there. But Rubik, he'll see him, and he's just going to rotate back into mid lane, and I would imagine to take it. However, Queen of Pain and the AA needs to be careful. They have these two heroes standing by with good, decent lockdown and nuke damage.
Tower is under attack.
Let's see how this progresses. And Nature's Prophet manages to pick up his Midas. This is a little bit of a late minus. Oh, hang on a second. Jump in. Fiend's Grip on Prestige. He's slowed down, undefeated. He has some damage going down on him. And is he going to die? No. He is not killed off. However, AA, he's going down just from the Silencer and very, very low. They're going to do one more right click. It kills the AA, but a nice, quick double nuke from Alex kills off one, and they get the Silencer. Looks like he was able to save the Silencer from that combo with the... Did he use his stick charge? Yep, he used stick charges to live through that combo. And they're all going to back out 1 for 1 for that fight. And Tier 1 tower not taken. I didn't realize that. Tier 1 tower not taken. Hang on a second. Pull back Hallie. He's going to have a lot of damage being dealt to him. Slowed up. Are they just going to jump on him? They really shouldn't at this point. Lots of damage. Are they going to get it? One more right click? Yep, they will get him.
I do.
Uses all of the mana of the Queen of Pain, but is able to get the kill on the Chen. And Faceless Void, big thing about that fight is Faceless Void did not die. He jumped in, soaked some experience, and then got out. However, he didn't pop Chronosphere. I was a little confused why he didn't use that. Just to try and do something. I guess he didn't have his attack speed just yet. But Faceless Void continuing to have uncontested farm, now going into the jungle. He's going to have at least maybe 15 minutes now, just from that delay. Bane, he's got Arcane Boots now, so he's got a good amount of mana that he can now play with. And that was a little bit strange using the Fiend's Grip on a Rubik. He was able to nuke down the Rubik pretty fast, but it wasn't... I mean, it was an ultimate that could have been used in lieu of, say, a Nightmare. Just to slow him down, maybe nuke him down. That was a lot of commitment to kill off a support Rubik. But meanwhile, mid lane, Just dealing out some decent farm. Ogre Club coming out from the Queen of Pain, and Pause comes out from the Queen as well. Not really sure why. We'll see in a second probably. But BKB is going to be coming up with the Queen of Pain, and that's when Queen becomes very, very, very challenging to deal with. Because you have heroes like the Faceless Void who does... That's a weird glitch. Oh, okay, he's just healing down. Okay, that was smushed. But Queen of Pain and Faceless Void have a lot of just damage potential. And it's... Oh, hang on a second. Big Chronosphere used on Sylvans. Is he going to get him? Is he going to get him? One more right click, and he gets him. That was a good Chronosphere. Able to kill off the Nature's Prophet. Slow up that farm as much as he can. The split push of Nature's Prophet has been suffering this basically this whole game. He's not been able to get very much split push going. And of the minimal stuff he's done, it's just been either shut down by this dire side. And the fact is, TP3, they're allowing Faceless Void to farm. He's going to have a Battle Fury very soon. And I'm talking like in like 400 gold. Sorry, not 400, 600 gold. So he is not at all far away from those big, big items. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain finds a DD rune, and they might choose to go in on the Silencer. Silencer or the Bane, because they've got a lot of damage potential now. Rubik, oh, Rubik stole Hand of God. That's going to be huge in the team fight now. Faceless Void could now push and jump in comfortably. He doesn't need to worry as much about those big initiations and being nuked down, because Rubik is just going to keep him alive with the Hand of God. Meanwhile, Darkseer level 8. He's not quite leveled up everything he needs, but he's working on it. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Alex, he's going to get disarmed and silenced up. Meanwhile, ultimate used. That's an interesting ultimate. Okay. Not really sure why we do that, but Brain Sap 4 points. Brain Sap, Del, taken away. And that's going to be big for Prestige to keep him alive in these fights. Are they going to go Nightmare? Oh, Fiend's Grip on Prestige. They're going to start dealing damage to him, however, they just nuke him down. Rubik dead. Meanwhile, in bot lane, Alex, he's going to be chased out. And tier 1, it's just going to be taken uncontested. 1 kill, and they just take it. No contest. Meanwhile, Faceless Void, he's just going to push. And then he needs to get out of here now. He has Chronosphere. He's going to want to pop it now, or he can jump. That worked too. Battle Fury picked up now. And this is when Faceless Void becomes absolutely terrifying. Because now his items are going to be coming in really fast. And this Lifestealer, he's got a Midas and he's got an Armlet. However, that's not going to compare to the Faceless Void's farm with his Battle Fury. He's going to be able to clean up creep camps as well as AA Ultimate coming in. It's everybody. But Prestige, he may pay the price for this. He's going to get hit one more. Wow. 5-6 shot and an ultimate. Oh, retaliation coming out from Equinox kills off the Lifestealer immediately. And they're going for more. Are they going to get him? Nope. Are they going to get him? Nope. Big ultimates coming out. Faceless Void just gets destroyed by the Silencer's last word. Meanwhile, Nature's Prophet is in and they're going to start doing some damage. And Filthy, he's going to get not frozen up, just gets out. Alex, he's in though. He's going to kill off Filthy at the back end. But Darkseer, he doesn't have anything to get away and he's going to get killed by the Nature's Prophet. 3 people dead. 4 now, actually. 4 dead on the side of Equinox. That was a terrible fight to be taken. I really don't know why the Faceless Void didn't throw out his Chronosphere in that game. Because everyone was outside. There was one point where he had a good 3-man chrono. I'm not really sure why he didn't throw it. But AA Apparition coming in just to slow things up. Deal some initial damage just to make him think twice, but they're not going to be able to do a whole lot. And Tower will go down. Ever TP coming in the form of the Faceless Void. Is he going to go? Yeah, he's going. He's going. And there's the ultimate on Hallie. He's going to deal a lot of damage. He's not able to kill him, though. One more. One more. Nope, he doesn't kill him off. He's not able to get the Chen, and now Fiend's Grip on undefeated. He's going to go down. This is huge.
As was promised.
He comes back and gets killed, and the Rubik goes down, and they may get more. AA's going to back up, but that was weird. That was weird initiation. The Faceless Void used a chrono on a hero that he couldn't kill yet. He doesn't have the attack speed that he needs. At this point, he really should go Mask of Madness just so he can get that big attack speed that he needs on this hero.
Dyer's bottom
And the
tower
lifesteal
is being attacked.
or a Faceless Void is always wonderful. But he can't go for any real attack speed items like an Assault Cuirass or a Hyperstone or whatever, because he's not going to be able to get that farm fast enough. I say that with Battle Fury, but they have all the split push on the side of TP3, and they're going to be able to keep their creep lanes relatively pushed. Unless they don't do enough push. Alex, he may be able to stop up these pushes and give the Faceless Void enough time to farm. If they give the Faceless Void enough time to farm up a big item, something that will give him a lot of attack speed, maybe like a Maelstrom or a Hyperstone or something, that's going to change this game completely. It's because the Faceless Void is suddenly going to become someone who's going to be nigh unstoppable. However, they need to get to that point. Faceless Void, he's got 700 banked right now. I'm not really sure what he's going to go for next. Butterfly is a potential, however, I feel like it's not going to be a good item right now. Just because it's going to take a very long time to get Eagle Song. They need some good damage dealing items right now. But, if given the time, which they're currently being given the time right now, TP3, they're just holding their ground, staying back, and farming up their items. Lifestealer, he's getting a Basher. And when Lifesteal gets a Basher, this is going to become a massive problem for the Faceless Void. He does have the evasion, only 2 points backtrack right now, but once he gets 4 points backtrack, this Lifestealer is going to have a lot of trouble actually bashing this Faceless Void. However, the potential is still there. And meanwhile, in mid lane, Silencer's going to just destroy the AA. Catches him out and just 1v1s him. Filthy not becoming just filthy scary. That's not funny. But he could be becoming a force to be reckoned with right now. And hang on a second, jump in. Alex uses the dust, and he's going to be able to kill him off with the ultimate immediately. Filthy, though, uses the silence. Alex taking some damage, and Prestige gets dropped immediately at the back end of play from the nukes. And they're going to push this mid lane now. And this is the kind of timing that I was talking about. Faceless Void, he has a BKB looked like he's working on. This is the item that I feel like is decent right now, but isn't the item he needs. Not just yet. He needs some kind of attack speed. Right now, his Chronosphere is big. We'll see what goes on. Hang on a second. Mid lane. Looks like Bane, he's going to get destroyed. BKB is popped by the Queen of Pain. Lots of damage coming in. Undefeated, though. He is in, and he is angry. He kills off the Lifestealer immediately. Filthy might be a follow-up if they're going to be able to get him. 1 did. 2 hit. 3, and they get him. AA gets him with the last right click. And Alex low, but he's going to be able to live. Meanwhile, Undefeated runs in, uses his Time Walk just to do some damage. And at the back end of play, Nature's Prophet goes down. 4 for 1 in favor of Equinox. And that was a killer chrono that Faceless Void was able to hit. Able to take down the Lifestealer before he could get any good damage out, and able to lock down those heroes like a Silencer. And even Bane being blown up at the beginning of the fight, not able to use that Fiend's Grip or even a Nightmare. That is a huge thing for TP3. It eliminates a massive amount of their coordination, their control in these team fights. Faceless Void pauses the game, I imagine maybe for some internet issues or connection problems or whatever. Yep, AA is having some issues. But right now, let's look over these heroes. Sprout on Rubik, and that's going to give him some decent control. But he's got a Magic Stick, he's got Arcane Boots and Smoke. They're going to be wanting to use the Smoke, I would imagine, relatively soon. They don't have any real vision right now. They have an Observer Ward in mid lane, but they need a Roche Ward. And someone needs to go Roshan at this point, because that's the base breaking tool. This Aegis will be able to give either team a lot of push power. So, and they need to group up right now. The Roshan will give them that push power, it'll give them some extra gold, and it'll be able to enable them to have a lot of freedom in these lanes. But meanwhile, over on TP3 side, they still have 2 tier 1 towers. AA's got back, but they still have 2 tier 1 towers, so they've still got a decent amount of control around this map. But that's going to start going away very soon once Faceless Void starts to become terrifying. He's going to be getting his BKB probably in the next 5 or 6 minutes or so, if his farm continues at this rate and doesn't die. And once he gets that BKB, he's going to be unstoppable in a team fight, at least for 10 seconds. The problem with Faceless Void, though, that I don't know if he knows or not, is that the BKB is negated by the Fiend script. The Fiend script goes through magic immunity, so if that Bane manages to Fiend script that Faceless Void, he's going to die very quickly. Particularly to heroes like the Lifestealer, who's doing a massive amount of damage, or the Nature's Prophet, who's going to be dealing a decent amount of damage pretty soon. He still has that Shadow Blade, so he's going to be able to deal out some bonus damage, as well as just general right clicks and that big nuke. And then over to heroes like the Silencer, he's got solid right click. And then the Chen just has his heals to be able to keep his heroes alive. So I don't necessarily agree with Undefeated's strategy right now, but we'll see how it all pans out. It'll definitely give him a level of just tank ability that what he doesn't possess right now. The magic immunity will be nice. But I just feel like a hero like a Bane with the Fiend script is just going to create a lot more. He's going to require a lot more cautious initiation on the part of Equinox. But right now, both teams waiting, biding their time, looking for all the farm and items they can get. Faceless banking 1700 right now. Probably going to be looking to complete up that final 2 pieces of the Black King bar. And then get some decent experience at farm here. And he now has that 4 points backtrack. That is going to give him a lot of evasion. Going to give him some significant tank ability throughout these team fights. And then the damage of the BKB as well as the latch community is going to be rather nice. But right now, I would imagine he's going to go Butterfly after he finishes this BKB. But, yeah, we'll see. Meanwhile, Lifestealer, he's banking 1500 in the bank. Wow, that's redundant. But I'm going to imagine that's for an Abyssal Blade. He finds a nice double stack here. But I would imagine that's for a Abyssal Blade. I'll give him some good solid lockdown against these heroes. However, it's going to take him some good amount of time to farm that up. Vlad's now coming up for the Chen. This is pretty big. This is pretty big. That's going to give the Lifestealer a bonus lifesteal. And hang on a second, jump in. Fiend script used, silence being used by Ox, and Ox is just going to get eliminated. Prestige, there's the slow, and he's going to get destroyed. Nope. Pause comes out, but one more right click from the Lifestealer is going to finish him off. Faceless Void disconnects. Really, your game just got puppied. Undefeated disconnects on accident. He has 2,500 gold in the bank right now. I'd imagine that's for completing the BKB, which he can do so right now, I believe. Hang on a second, let's see what he's got. So, Black King bar is right there. So he has... So he's about 400 short. Roughly 400 short, and the Rubik goes down. But the Faceless Void, he's very close to completing that Black King bar. And now you can pause. Just wanted to kill the Rubik. The Rubik is living too long. He needs to die, and that's a very scary looking Lifestealer. Just drenched in blood. And some foul play going on right now. Need to get that in pause, guys. Come on. Looks like a misclick coming out from the darks here. Meanwhile, Prophet, he's going to be TPing where? It looked like he might have been TPing in mid lane. I'm not sure. Yeah, there he is. Right there. He was TPing in to just finish off whoever was trying to get away. AA, back into play, just going to be backing up. No G being thrown out, but resumed. Faceless Void is back. He's now going to be getting some good farm down the spot lane. He's going to have to be careful though, because the rotation is coming. Bane and Shen are going to be looking... Oh, no, never mind. They rotate towards Roshan. This is big. They finally are going that Rosh. I'm not... This is going to be uncontestable, basically, right now. And they don't know what's going on. Well, actually, no, never mind. They do. Observer Ward. Right there. And Rosh, very, very low. AAA ultimate comes in, but it's not going to do anything. And Roshan will drop.
Has been killed by the Radiant.
Easy Rosh, an
Radiant's
immediate
bottom
smoke.
tower is under siege.
However, I think that Observer Ward saw it. Immediate smoke though, and this faceless, get out right now, man. You
Radiant's
almost
bottom
have your,
tower is being
you
attacked.
almost have
You're
your
really
BKB.
losing now.
You need to leave, and you
We're
need to
winning.
leave right now.
Well, back to my Mad Libs.
Right now, buddy, right now. They see him, they don't have Fiend Script, and there we go. What the, oh, Bane! Nightmared up. Bane is going to be just, never mind. Pause, undefeated. He seems to be having some very bad reaction time. This could be a key issues. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be key issues. Undefeated. He's silenced up right now. And they're looking for the kill right now. They might get him. This is going to be a little bit foul play if they get him. Yep, they're going to get him. Just destroys the Faceless. And that knocks him back about 400 gold. Slows up that BKB. No shame, he was quite close to it. But he was there for way too long, and I feel like they potentially
Dire
could have
structures have been
seen
fortified.
that smoke. I feel like they did see that smoke. But Faceless, he just overstayed his welcome way too long. Meanwhile, on top lane, Mage Prophet is going to get eliminated by the Queen of Pain.
That was the sound
Meanwhile,
of
TP
your...
coming back. They're going to be looking to push into this tier 3. And they absolutely can do it too right now. Blink Dagger coming up on the Darkseer. And Darkseer immediately Fiend's Grip just nuke to oblivion. And they might get one Bane, he's going to die, but a lot of damage coming out on Alex. He gets bashed up. Meanwhile, jumping in, Silencer is able to kill off the Ancient Apparition, and tower goes down. Filthy, he's got the last word being returned, and TP coming in. Looks like Undefeated is in. Silence goes off though, and they're going to immediately kill him if they're not careful. Aegis is popped. Undefeated though, he needs to live through this. Aegis, the ultimate needs to be popped, and there it is. Filthy, he's going to have some damage being dealt to him. Hand of God used. Filthy is going to live, and yep, infest out. But he's going to, at the back into play, one is going to die, two is going to die, and they're going to be going for racks right now. And that almost killed off as the AA and the AA from the Nature's Prophet, but they can't stop this right now. Excellent play coming out from the Lifestealer, able to infest in right as the Faceless Void pops his ultimate. I'm not really sure why the Faceless didn't pop his ultimate sooner. That was a little bit slow. But one lane of racks finished, and Abyssal finished up for the Lifestealer. This is going to just hurt now. Lifestealer's got that huge bash, 25% bash, and he has the 4 seconds, oh sorry, 2 seconds of stun. They actually nerfed that. For those of you who don't know, Abyssal had a 4.5 stun, I believe, before, which was ridiculous. It was completely insane. And now I guess they lowered it. That's I do not argue with that. Even when I was using the Abyssal, it was a little stupid. Meanwhile, top lane, TP's coming in. Sylvia, he's just going to back up. Prestige not able to save that tower. They're going to be looking for him. Are they going to get him? No. He's just going to back away and TP to mid. But tier 1 is dropped. And right now, they can look to push in maybe mid lane. That's potential right now. Meanwhile, Faceless Void, he's got his own BKB finished. English is hard. But they have their own BKB. He has his own BKB finished. And that's going to give him that extra tank ability and survivability in these fights. The hope is that he doesn't have Fiend's Grip used on him. TP3 seems to be prioritizing the Queen of Pain just for that burst damage, which I honestly don't blame him. But it takes away the attention from Faceless Void, hopefully. And that should give the Faceless some time to pop off a decent Chronosphere, get some kills, and then pop the BKB after the Chronosphere is used to just continue to stay relevant in the fight. Because right now he pops the Chronosphere and he leaves. There's not a lot Faceless Void can do right now. Just because he doesn't have the attack speed or attack ability just yet. What's coming out? Just a TP scroll coming out from Darkseer. And I haven't seen a wall yet. Darkseer got Fiend Script that last game, and he was unable to put off a decent wall to be able to save his teammate and get those replicas. Meanwhile, double stack found by him. He's going to get some good farm from this. Meanwhile, Smoke over on TP3. They're going to be rotating probably to top, and I would imagine to push it out. If they're able to take top end bot racks, that's going to create a lot of pressure. Oh no, never mind. This is a bait. This is a bait. They're using the Nature's Prophet to stick his neck out and see it, and they might be biting. There's 2 heroes in the jungle right now, with the Darkseer in the jungle here, and they might find him. And they are. They're going to find him. He needs to surge right now, or he needs to wall. Never mind. He's going to get destroyed by the Bane. But here we go. Jump in. Massive Chronosphere. But he's not dealing enough damage. Filthy. He's got a lot of damage. BKB is popped and he kills off the Silencer. Have a Fiend Script. They aren't able to kill him. Undefeated though. He still is alive, and wall goes down. Lots of damage being dealt. However, Undefeated goes down at the back end of play in the form of the Lifestealer. Hallie's taking a lot of damage. The Darkseer is going to die just from the Infest damage. Meanwhile, Alex taking a lot of damage.
Radiant's middle tower is
And
under siege.
Undefeated just destroys the Chen. Undefeated though, he's taking a lot of damage from this Lifestealer. Lifestealer just chewing
Radiant's
through
middle
him
tower
right
is
now.
under attack.
He needs to
Not
just
that I can
run
rely
right
on the
now.
other.
Oh, hang on a second. Cold feet up. Is he going to get frozen? He's not. And he kills the AA at the back end of play. This Lifestealer is unstoppable. 2 heroes can't kill him, and he's going to back out safely. But Faceless,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
he's hiding right now. He's nervous.
Radiant's middle tower.
The Lifestealer is showing just his superior ability right now.
Dire's middle tower. is
Undefeated
being
is strong, but
attacked.
Lifestealer is proving to be stronger. Lifestealer still lurking about here, and he's going to be looking for a kill now. Prestige, he's going to get destroyed. 2-shotted. Good lord. Just 2 shots the Rubik and gets away with
Dire's middle
cold
tower is
murder.
under siege.
And Scythe of Vice now picked up for the Nature's Prophet. They now have 2 answers for that Faceless Void. One being the Fiend Script, one being a Hex. And this is going to be critical for TP3. That Hex is going to give them a lot of initiation and a lot of teamfight potential. Now, just pushing in the top lane. Am I going for something? Yep, they do. Undefeated, he's going to start going in, but he shows out the side of the Vice. Deals some damage. They need to use a... Nope. Vacuum was on cooldown. And 3 heroes now rotating. Filthy, pushed in. Fiend's grip up Undefeated. He need to stop this guy, and they need to stop him right now. But Undefeated is just eaten alive by the Lifestealer. And now they're going to go for more TP out attempt, but he's not able to get away.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
And oh my gosh, there's a reason I love Lifestealer, and it's because he literally eats other heroes alive.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That Lifestealer is now scarier than any other hero on this game. He's got an Assault Cuirass,
Dire's
he's
top
got
tower
an
is being
Abyssal Blade,
destroyed.
he's got an Armlet of Mordigan. Mordigan. I don't know how to say that. Mordigan. I don't know. But he's got an
Dire's
Armlet.
top tower is
And
being
now they're going to be
attacked.
pressuring this top racks. They can't stop him right now. Buyback status is on everyone, is on no one they
Dire's
need
top
right now.
barracks is under attack.
No one they need.
Dire's
And they're going to be
structures
losing
have
this
been
top racks.
fortified.
They're not able to hold out against this push.
Dire's top barracks is being attacked.
Trying to throw down to slow it down, but Sylvian, he's going in. He's got a Hex up. Prestige, is he going to get hit? Nope. Hex up on Alex. But Prestige, he's nightmared up. They're going to kill him real quick if they're not careful. But Nightmare is switched real quick. Here's a turnaround, but Rubik is immediately killed off. Nice! Vacuum. Gales hits on 3, and then a Chronosphere up. But again, not enough attack speed on Undefeated. Darkseer gets killed off just from Filthy. And this Lifestealer is just eating all of the heroes. 5 men, and GG. GG is the call. After this long game, it's just for Walls, Master Man spot, but GG is called. Game was good, game was great. Some interesting new heroes in the form of the Faceless Void and the AA, but ultimately not able to get that attack speed that he really needed. He had good items, but he was not able to secure the finishing kill. But thank you guys for watching. That is going to be the end of this game. I'll see you next time.